Hello, everyone. I thought it important to take some time just profile the characteristics and attributes of highly effective consultants. Now, a lot of you, part of the organizational development field, if you will, is not just external consultants, but also internal consultants. But there are, whether you're internal or external, some core attributes, core characteristics, if you will, that will make the difference between you being successful and not successful in terms of interventions. So let's take a moment to take a look at those. Certainly, trustworthiness is key. This is our header slide. Honesty is there, and fairness. These could be DNA elements, if you will. Let's get specific. First and foremost, what is a consultant? Let's get a little bit of a definition here. A consultant is a person in a position to have some influence over individual, group, or organizations, but that has no direct power to make changes or implement programs. And that's the issue. You need to influence. You need to be a teacher. You need to be not a cop but a consultant. You need to be a helpful, supportive person. That's what you need to be seen as. But when it comes down to it, you can't have any direct power to make things happen. You're supporting an operation manager. You're supporting a team, and you're trying to influence as best you possibly can. Now, yeah, it also depends on your political affiliation. If the president brings you in and says, "I want this to happen," then that's a mandate. That's a little bit different. But still, those same characteristics, even if you do have a mandate to create change, you have to do it in a way that's going to be accepted by the organization. So let's take a look at this. Some of the best. Now, this is profiling some of the best people in the field that I have known, whether they're internal or external. Certainly being friendly and being helpful is absolutely a key. Being visible and approachable. I've known some consultants that go into an organization, they find an office, they close the door, and no one ever sees them. What are they doing? They're crunching data, but they cause so many grapevine discussions. Why is he here? What's going to happen? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? And rumors can go, or just go crazy. So be visible, walk around, be approachable. Certainly, you got to be decisive. You have to be responsive. People are going to ask you for stuff. You're going to have to make decisions, and you can't drag everything out. You do have to have a service-oriented mentality, because if you look at the people that you are serving, the key word is serving. They are your customers. So that's that service-oriented attitude. Going the extra mile is absolutely incredible here. Providing excellent customer service is essential. Highly efficient. You have to be efficient. You don't have a lot of resources. You don't have a lot of time. You've got to use those things judiciously. And you have to be a good, when it comes to time management, you have to be excellent. Excellent follow through. And the key word here is meeting your commitments. Your word is your bond. When you say you're going to do something, you absolutely do it. Next one we'll take a peek at is proactive. They reach out. You don't wait for people to come. Say you walk out. You press the flesh. You go to the other managers. How can I help you? How can I serve you? What can I do for you? You need to be seen as a strategic partner, and to do that, you have to have business acumen. You need to understand the business and the business of the organization or the process or the team that you're working with. Doesn't help if you have no knowledge at all. And actually that's going to damage your credibility. Deep understanding of what are the policies and what are the programs, what are the procedures going on here. You need to understand those and how they impact the team, how they impact individual members, how they impact the strategic direction of the organization. You need to be an excellent role model, and that speaks for itself. How you run your meetings, how you talk to others, your interpersonal approach, your listening skills. You've got to be modeling, excellent behaviors. Certainly, you can't be partial. You must maintain objectivity, and a lot of times you may believe in a certain way, but your job first is to work with the group and bring the group to an understanding, bring the group to a decision point, and not try to force your decision on them. Yes, you can influence them after a while, but you need to play a backseat role in at least in the beginning and allow the discussion to take fruit, the ideas to flow before you censor anything. Empathetic and sensitive. You're going to be asking people that may have worked in a process for 20 years to change the way they're doing things. It's not easy, and you need to be sensitive to that. And a lot of managers and a lot of senior managers are not. They take people that have worked in a job for 20 years and they expect them to change overnight. It doesn't happen that way. People are going to have to learn maybe new skills. They're going to have to study. They're going to have to read. They're going to have to master certain aspects of the job. And you need to be empathetic when you're asking people to do that. The last slide here we have is competent. You have to be knowledgeable. You've got to study your craft. That just speaks for itself. Again, being a role model, which I mentioned before, you need to be extremely professional. You are a professional. The language you use, the way that you are dressed, the way you come across, the way you conduct yourself has to be professional. Uncompromising personal integrity, honesty, and ethics. This is key. We don't lie, we don't cheat, we don't steal, we don't manipulate. We do not do anything that would be dishonest. We do not do anything that would be unethical. These are the things. And you cannot compromise conversations. You cannot compromise confidentialities. They have to stay. Even if you have to walk away from a job and leave money on the table, you can't compromise your personal integrity. You have to be a good communicator. And this is not just, sending out emails. You need to be able to give a good presentation. You need to be able to have a good face-to-face conversation. You need to be a good listener. So it's the big thing. And lastly, you need to be trusted, and you have to work at this constantly. So that's the presentation, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to pull together some more information as we go forward. Thank you. Have a great day.